In his honor, the Worship Mayor Drew Dilkens. Very gratifying day for Windsor.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, the community has worked for many years to try and secure being the host city for the MasterCard Memorial Cup. This was the third attempt in recent history to secure the bid, and this time we're successful. So 2017 is going to be a great year in the city of Windsor, May of 2017 especially. We have the MasterCard Memorial Cup coming here in the middle of May. It's going to be fantastic. Folks from all across Canada will be here, and I'm sure we're going to draw lots of folks in from the U.S. as well. This is really the largest, the biggest hockey event in all of Canada outside of the Stanley Cup. And in years when we don't have the Stanley Cup being played in Canada, this really makes it the biggest hockey event. So this community is going to rally behind us big time, and of course I think we're going to be getting a lot of folks here from across the country as well.
It's going to be a very busy 2017. You look at the FINA event, you look at this event. How will the city pace itself, Mayor, and make everything happen the way you're hoping and sure that it will?
Well, the timeline works. So FINA will be held at the first part of December. We'll be able to get that pool down by the end of the year in 2016. We'll have the ice reset so the Spits can come back and play in January, and then we'll just dovetail right in nicely to the end of the season into the MasterCard Memorial Cup. So we're set to do it. We're ready to do it. We committed to doing it, and we're prepared to follow through. And I think the impact here on the community is really what we're talking about. It's so huge. We've got a great team. We've got great ownership. We've got great coaches. We've got great facilities, but those kind of things allow us to be the host on these big events, and it's putting them all together that's really gratifying, that you see this kind of event coming to the city of Windsor when we've put all the time and effort, and the Spits have put all the time and effort developing all the resources that we need in order to host this type of event.
Talk about putting the city in the spotlight with the FINA event, a world-class event. Now you've got this, which is a national, I'm going to even say to a degree, a world-class event, the Memorial Cup. What are you hoping people will find out about the city of Windsor in this area with all of that national spotlight on the city?
Well, I mean, the beautiful part about hosting these big events is it allows us to rebrand the community. It allows us to change the conversation. So we know that there are folks out there, even in our own province, who say, you know what, Windsor, they have this impression of a rusty or a lunch bucket type town. And then when they actually come here and see what the community's like, they leave with a different impression. So being able to host at one time thousands of people in the community, having them see what the community is like and having them change that impression, there's no better rebranding than having the opportunity to do that. And events like the MasterCard Memorial Cup allow us to change our conversation, to tell people, to tell the world really what Windsor's all about. And we know there's a great story here.
Now, it was here in '81. I know you had mentioned you're only 9 years old. You weren't even familiar with it. Will you do some homework on this? And I know you're going to be at the games.
Yeah, I'll be at the games for sure. Obviously, I have a much better awareness now. I wasn't a kid who played hockey growing up, so I've grown into it. And certainly, this is a world-class event. We're going to make sure it's hosted as a world-class event. And as I committed to Dave Branch during our bid, and as I reaffirmed today, we will make this the most memorable MasterCard Memorial Cup to date.